Meet Tadeo. He is a vampire, but he doesn't know it and probably never will. This is Wolfman, quiet by nature but fiercely loyal and quick to learn. This one, for lack of a better term, is a pig. Taking advantage of the wounded, that's just pure pig behavior. We were ready to begin this adventure, one that would surely bring me many surprises, both pleasant and unpleasant. Finally, a good start. Everyone's on and not standing around like confused NPCs at spawn. We quickly reached the first town, and I was feeling optimistic about the team. So far, so good. With the squad handling their roles just fine, I took the chance to move up and loot. Of course, it only takes a second for disaster to hit. The squad was already down and out, freezing in the open. Fortunately, one teammate was still alive and stepped up when it mattered most, giving cover long enough for the others to get medical attention. Gratitude isn't something kids are taught anymore. Entitlement spreads like a sickness, quiet, corrosive, and contagious. But even so, it doesn't stop me from doing what needs to be done. I still give help when it's needed. I still patch people up. After a long, brutal night and several bandages later, we finally made it out of the town by morning. The latest Dead Rails update included a fix to prevent players from falling off the train, but apparently they can still jump right off if they want. While most see the Outpost as a safe haven, I see it as a slow burn on my nerves. Too many players treating it like a resort instead of a forward position. While I waited, I discovered that one of the boys was actually a vampire, and that the sun would kill him, something the boy was clearly ignorant of. A whisper of thank you escaped his lips, faint but unmistakable to me. Waiting drags on forever. Then, right when it feels like we're finally moving, they jump off or just stand there next to the train. It's a slow kind of pain. They all grabbed their own stuff, but not a single bandage for the teammate who needed it. I spotted the right building and gathered medical supplies for the wounded boy. But when I got back to the train, I found a pig taking advantage of the boy. Now we had to assault Tesla's lab, and I just knew things were about to get messy. The boy, healed but stubborn, wanted to storm the lab empty-handed. I had to literally plead with him to grab his knife. As I finished looting the lab, I returned to find the pig lying there, bleeding out. I intended to heal him, but he vanished. With the town right beside the lab, we didn't waste a second. We went in. One of the boys stepped in to help me fight off the zombies. I appreciated it, until I found him dead moments later. It's easier to revive someone when they've acted like a teammate, not just another body. It looked like the team was starting to click. Once I returned to the train, they followed without hesitation. The prison was next, but this time the boys simply abandoned me, as they were eager to trade their gold bars. At least I wouldn't have to revive them over and over at the prison, so it was okay. After looting the prison, I returned in the morning. Only then did one of the boys finally decide to join me. You'd think spending the entire night at the outpost would be enough for them, but no, they insisted on staying even longer, pushing my patience to its limit. At this point, I was feeling confident in the team. They seemed to have finally learned. Hope rises, disappointment follows. Over and over, a cruel habit we can't seem to break. I was back on the train, eager to leave, while my beloved teammates, of course, insisted on dying. Play this game long enough and you'll see. It's the tiny annoyances that break you.
Help! Help me, please!
I heard them say, as I brought them back to life once more. After reviving them, it was clear I needed to speed things up. So at the next outpost, I planned to buy enough coal to make it all the way to the bridge. I felt like a maniac buying that much coal, like I'd been thrown back in time to 1700s Virginia. Another town, but this time the team wasn't stumbling. They were sharp, fearless, and finally working like a unit. With a flawless raid on the town behind us, we were ready to continue the journey. We were supposed to keep going to the bridge, with the next outpost right in front of us, but the castle caught our eye. Too tempting. We had to hit it. I wasn't just overly confident in my abilities anymore. I was blinded by love. Love for a team that had started as absolute garbage, but through pain and persistence, had grown into something outstanding. My trust in the team had grown so strong that, for once, I felt comfortable letting them handle the looting without me. This proved to be a fatal mistake. It wasn't long before my beloved teammates began to fall. It was then that I realized the gravity of the situation. I had to make a decision, and fast. Lure the beasts away, try to eliminate them on the spot, or pick up my fallen teammates and make a run for it. I hesitated when it mattered most. Doubt clouded my judgment, and I fell back on instinct. I fought as best I could, but in the end, fatigue won. I went down. Never before had I felt ashamed to fail my teammates. Yet in that moment I also discovered something new and beautiful. The bond of dying together, as a team.